Think about that toy you absolutely loved as a kid, the one with the cute smile that sat on your shelf. Now, what if it was hiding a horrifying secret? What if all that charm was just a mask for something ancient and truly evil?
So, can a toy actually take your life? It's a wild question, right? But we're about to dive into this chilling story straight out of Shanghai that asks that exact thing. And the answer, well, it might just be a terrifying yes.
All right, so let's meet our main character. This is Meilin. She was a super sweet woman who absolutely loved her job at a toy shop in Shanghai, but her real passion? Collecting these beautiful, unique dolls from all over the world.
So one day, this shipment of limited edition Labubu dolls comes into her store. And I mean, they flew off the shelves, sold out almost instantly. But Meilin, she was smart. She'd already set one aside for herself. The second she saw it, she was just captivated. She thought she'd never, ever seen a smile so cute.
And you have to understand, this wasn't just any Labubu. Its fur was this rare, beautiful golden color. It had these striking blue eyes and this smile that was just so charming. You know, even with its big teeth. For Meilin, it was just perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So of course, Meilin rushes home totally excited to introduce the newest member of her doll family to her dog Bao, who she adored. But the reaction she got, it wasn't the happy barks and wagging tails she was expecting. Nope. Bao just met this golden doll with this aggressive growling and barking. And that was the very first sign that something was seriously wrong.
And from the moment that doll entered her home, Meilin's life just started to, well, unravel. And it happened with this terrifying speed. The unsettling turn had officially begun. And things escalated so fast, it's unbelievable. Meilin, who is known for being just the sweetest person, suddenly flies into this uncharacteristic rage at a customer. And just like that, boom, she's fired. But the horror didn't just stop at her job. Oh no, it followed her home, right into her dreams.
So that very night, she has this absolutely horrifying nightmare where this creature is attacking her right there in her own bedroom. It's a monster with sharp claws, rotting red skin, and this vicious, terrifying laugh. Meilin wakes up just screaming, completely drenched in a cold sweat, only to find the golden Labubu doll sitting right on her chest, staring down at her. Now, she knows she put it on the shelf before she went to sleep. She remembers it clearly, so how in the world did it get there? Okay, so at this point, this is way beyond a bad feeling or a nightmare, right? The threat was now physical, it was tangible, and it was escalating toward a terrifying and, yeah, deadly climax.
Her loyal dog Bao hears her screams and just bursts into the room. He sees the doll on Meilin, and he just snaps. Goes into this protective frenzy, attacking the toy, just tearing it to shreds. Meilin, totally exhausted and in shock, just grabs the tattered remains, throws them in the trash, and collapses back into bed.
You'd think that would be the end of it, right? Nope. The horror was back the very next morning. Meilin goes into the bathroom, and there it is, the Labubu doll, sitting on the shelf, perfectly intact. But its smile, its once cute smile, was now twisted into this sinister, absolutely terrifying laugh.
Completely panicked, Meilin starts searching the whole house for Bao. And that's when she makes this gruesome, just awful discovery in the kitchen. She finds her beloved dog's mutilated body. And sitting nearby, the golden Labubu doll, its hands and its big teeth stained bright red. So completely desperate for any kind of answer, Meilin turns to the internet. And what she finds is chilling. She was not alone. She finds all these reports from all over the world about haunted Labubu dolls, and they're all linked to the same terrifying things she'd been through. Losing a job out of nowhere, sudden illness, and even the death of a loved one. So now she knows. She's not crazy. She's dealing with a powerful, seemingly unstoppable curse. Meilin knew she had to do something drastic. She decided she was going to end this nightmare, once and for all.
So, in one final desperate move, she takes the doll and burns it until it's nothing but ash. But to be absolutely certain, she seals those ashes in a jar and hurls it into a river, just praying her ordeal was finally over. But that relief, it was tragically short-lived. The very next morning, Meilin's body was found in her home. She was dead. And when the authorities discovered her body, they found something else at the scene. Lying right there beside her, looking pristine and perfectly unharmed, was the golden Labubu doll, its charming little smile looking up as if nothing had happened. As this story and others like it just blew up online, a really chilling theory started to form to explain the horror. Some people believe the doll is actually a vessel for an ancient, powerful demon known as Pazuzu, the king of wind demons from old Mesopotamian myths. And this modern legend has gotten so big that Labubu dolls have reportedly been banned from sale in several countries.
And that leaves us with one final, haunting question. Is this all just a terrifying urban legend, a ghost story for our digital age, or should we maybe look a little more nervously at those cute, smiling toys sitting on our own shelves and wonder, could they also be a vessel for some ancient, evil thing?